Hello and welcome to the world of Trap-Neuter-Return, also known as TNR. Here at FixNation, providing services for community cats is at the very core of our mission. Before we get you started with some TNR adventures, we would like to go through a few details about our clinic. FixNation is a cat-only clinic. If you're seeking services for an animal other than a cat, we highly suggest that you visit spayedcalifornia.org. This is a website with a directory towards other veterinary clinics near you. FixNation services are reserved for cats within LA County only. If you are outside of the service area, no need to worry. We have provided you with a list of other organizations under our resources tab. Lastly, FixNation is a high-volume, high-quality spay-neuter clinic. However, we do have some medical limitations with procedures and treatments. If the cat that you're currently planning to trap is visibly injured or ill, please seek services with a full-service vet. Now, in the case that you may be unfamiliar with the term community cat, a community cat is a cat that is a stray who roams the streets freely, may be tame or untamed. Cats within this category are considered to be community cats and are eligible for free services through FixNation. However, if you plan on keeping this cat as a pet or fostering it to be adopted later on, it is no longer eligible for the community cat program and you will need to submit a companion cat application. One important thing to remember is what cats are eligible for spay-neuter surgery. At FixNation, there is no age limit for cats seeking spay-neuter surgery. However, we do require that kittens weigh at least 2 pounds for surgery. Any kittens below that limit cannot receive surgery. Other cats, such as pregnant cats or cats in heat, are also eligible, as well as unfixed males. However, if you are bringing a companion cat to FixNation, the age limit is 5 years old. Now, if none of the information provided to you previously applies to you, then let's get you started with TNR. So now we're going to talk about how to use a trap. FixNation does require every community cat that comes in for services to be in a trap. Carriers or boxes of any sort are not acceptable. This is a FixNation trap made by Tomahawk. You may purchase this on their website. If you do wish to have information on what other approved traps FixNation has listed, please make sure to email appointments at fixnation.org for a list of traps. FixNation also has traps available for loan. You may borrow up to 3 traps. To request traps, please email appointments at fixnation.org. So initially, when you come into FixNation on your trap date to pick up some traps, you're allowed to borrow a maximum of 3 traps. We allow 1 cat per trap. So what we generally do is, before your appointment, we ask that you remove the back end of the cage. And what we're going to do is basically put some newspaper inside of the trap, like so. This will allow the cats to become familiar with the trap. It is a little scary looking. So initially, you're going to begin feeding either by placing food outside of the trap or putting some food inside so that they can get comfortable with the trap. Don't be alarmed if the cats sleep for a couple of days. That is normal. Or if they attempt to get food by sticking their hands through and just never work their way around, eventually they will come by. If you have kittens, they're generally the first ones to come around, and the rest will follow. Now, only on the day before your appointment, you're going to close this back end, just like this. This is the handle of the trap. You want to make sure that this clip does not go on the handle. because if you trap a cat, the cat will lift this door up and walk right out. This is a common mistake while trapping. So you want to make sure that you clip onto here and pull that handle just to make sure you got the right end. Now you'll set your trap for actual trapping, which is this end here. So what you want to do is you're going to push this door flat-handedly and lift all the way up. The door is going to have a copper or silver roller, which is going to attach to this hook here. You're going to lift the door all the way up and pull the rod towards you. That should make the hook go into the roller and hold the door open. Then you're going to make sure the newspaper is going to go all the way to the very edge of the triplet and no more. And the reason why you want it to the very edge is so that the food is visible to the cat. Good? So now we're going to put some foil, and you're going to use pate on the foil and squish it underneath, just so, like this. You want to make sure that you use pate, not fillet or shreds, because generally those won't go through the trap. You want it to push through the trap and the cat to have a hard time eating it so that they actually trigger the plague. We don't want you to place containers in the trap because once the cat is trapped, there's no way to safely remove the containers. Even if you believe that the cat is friendly and that you may be able to safely remove it, you never know how a cat is going to react when it's in a stressed environment. We don't want you getting bit or scratched. So the easiest way to do this is by placing the aluminum foil, and at the end of the day, once midnight comes around, you can remove that safely. Now, for adult cats, you will stop feeding midnight the day before your appointment. For kittens, you will feed a teaspoon of wet food in the morning at 6 a.m. If there's more than one kitten in the trap, you will feed 1 teaspoon per kitten. However, we will teach you how to trap a cat selectively so that you don't have more than 1 cat in a trap. We do require that you bring only the amount of cats that you've been allotted appointments for. So for example, if you borrow 3 traps, you are allowed to bring in 3 cats. That means that it's only 1 cat per trap. Once the cat is trapped, you will want to immediately cover the trap. This will help reduce any stress before surgery. You'll cover it as so, and make sure that all sides of the trap are fully covered. Okay? Then you're going to take the cat indoors. Please make sure that it's in a well-ventilated area. If you are cold, the cat is cold too. Or if you are hot, the cat is hot as well. If you do have any other animals, please make sure to put the cat in a separate area where the other pets won't disturb the cat. When placing your cat indoors, you want to make sure to put some plastic bags with some newspaper, as the cat might poop or pee in the trap. Do not try to attempt to remove the newspaper. We will change the newspaper at the time of the services. Overnight, you want to make sure that the trap is lifted from the floor. In case the cat pees or poops, it drains down. You may want to use a few cans of wet food and just prop them 1 on each corner just till the trap is so. Now that the cats are trapped, they will rest in your home overnight. In the morning, you'll bring in the cat for check-in. Please make sure to have all forms filled out, 1 per cat. If you don't have any forms, please make sure to ask the check-in staff so that you can fill those out while you wait in line. Please leave the cats inside the car as you wait in line as well, and only bring them forward once you are called. Please remember that after check-in, your cat will go into surgery, and FixNation will not call to notify you that the cat is ready for pickup. Cats do not stay overnight at FixNation either, so please be ready to pick up your cat between the hours of 3 to 4:30 p.m. At the time of pickup, if you selected any services that are not free and that are optional, you are required to pay all render services at the time of pickup. Once you take your cat home, please keep it indoors in a safe area as before. At the time of checkout, you will receive aftercare instructions as well as a pink form that will tell you the time of surgery. From the time of surgery, 6 hours after, you're allowed to give the cat, whether it's an adult cat or a kitten, a fourth of a can of wet food, the same way that you did before by sliding it underneath the trap with the foil. So overnight, you will keep the cat indoors, and given that the cat is doing okay the next morning, you will check them out, see if they're okay, and then you will return them back to their original place of trapping. If you believe that the cat is not doing okay, you can always message info@FixNation.org and also communicate with the emergency line. FixNation wants to ensure that all kitties coming through the TNR program receive the best service possible. In order to ensure that, we ask that all traps be washed in between uses. This will prevent the transmission of any disease or pathogen. To clean the traps properly, we ask that you use a spray bottle and you fill it with a 9:1 ratio of bleach and water. You'll use 1 part bleach and 9 parts water. You will spray the trap. Don't forget to remove the newspaper and allow the bleach and water solution to sit on the trap for 60 seconds. After it's set for 60 seconds, you want to rinse the trap with some water and pat the trap dry. Don't leave the trap out to dry because it will cause the trap to rust. Let's say that third trap you still have available, but there's more cats in your area and you're concerned about more than one cat going into the trap. What you're going to do is now selectively trap. And how that works is, instead of setting this door here, instead of hooking it on, you will get some paper towel and attach some string. You will lift the door, but instead of hooking on, you'll just lift it all the way up and place the paper towel roll so that the door can just rest on it. So what you'll need is about 8 to 10 feet in length of string, and you're going to hide and wait for the cat to come around. Make sure that the string is not loose, because when you go to pull, if that roll doesn't get pulled off, then the cat will sense that and will run away. You want to make sure that the string is taut. So you're going to wait for the cat to come in, and as soon as the cat is at least halfway through or eating peacefully, you will go pull. Okay? This will ensure that you only bring the amount of cats that were allotted to you. Congratulations, you have finished FixNation's TNR training. Now that your training is complete, you may email appointments@fixnation.org to submit proof of your trap or to request a trap loan.